Well, the NBA regular season kicks off tonight, October 24th, and certainly exciting. Every new season, all the potential and all the players. And wanted to talk about the only player I bought, which was only one card heading into this season. Kind of a buy low thought process, and that was Ja Morant. Um, Everyone's well aware of the issues he got into at the end of last season. And I think he is probably well positioned if he can come back and do what he typically has done on the court to become one of the big stories of the year. I think people will really rally around him. I think the media really would wants him to do well and would really rally around him if he does have success. And we'll see. I mean, today's environment, I mean, these players, most of them stay in a bubble and don't go out of it, and for good reason. Go make tens of millions, possibly hundreds of millions, and then have your whole life once you're done playing, which you're still going to be young. So makes sense, but Ja, if he can not live stream himself waving a gun in a strip club this year, pretty low bar here. If he could just keep it within the realm of somewhat normal and then also do what he does on the court. Grizzlies, really good team. They made it to the final four last year, I believe. They're definitely made it to the final eight. I think they beat the Lakers to go to the final four, if I'm not mistaken. With him, and he broke his wrist during that series and still played. I mean, guy has all the heart in the world. Really amazing dunker, player. If he can just chill and do what he does on the court, I think he could become one of the real darlings of the NBA this year. That's just my thought. I think some that controversy could just give him all the more popularity if he's able to overcome that and be a feel good story. And certainly, it seems like this team will have all the opportunity in the world that they made it that far last year, basically without him or without him being healthy. Now add him into the mix. They could be a real threat. I mean, who knows? Maybe even win it all. I mean, these cards would be back where at their all time highs and higher if that happens. One other thing with him, we went eBay Vault for the first time ever. So apparently, purchases over $250 are eligible for the vault, and in this case, we did pay $300 for a Mosaic PSA 10 Fusion Red Choice numbered to 88. But this is another lesson learned and share with anybody that may be viewing here. Be careful about, exactly what card you're buying. I was kind of rushed in this. I got excited because I thought it was a especially great steal. I hit the buy it now for 300, only to realize later that day, hold on a second, this is his NBA debut card, not the Mosaic regular card, which was certainly higher valued. So both were red. I was looking at market makers and market movers, and both are numbered to 88. Red Choice Fusion. Didn't even realize it was a different card. So I still think we could be okay if this holds together. Definitely overpaid at the purchase, but if he hits, it won't matter that much. Probably looking at it, could have maybe got it for more like 200. The regular card would have been a great deal at 300, but I should know better. There's not just going to be a buy it now out there well under market value that people haven't snatched up just sitting there. So I still would have bought the card. I would have liked to. I would have made an offer, not just paid full price. So lesson learned there. As far as the vault, everything went smoothly. You don't pay any sales tax on the purchase. Um, Supposedly it's in their vault. I can view my vault at any time. Uh, Normal concerns are when you're somehow gets lost or something, but I think we're pretty well covered in terms of if there's any mishandling on their end once it is checked in, which it is. And the biggest reason I did it, no selling fees. So for a card that I'm certainly hoping to be able to sell this season for a nice profit, less of a profit because I messed up on the purchase, but nonetheless, to not pay a 13% selling fee is a huge plus for investors or wannabe dealers or somewhat dealers. So um, that and there's no fees. There's no fees for 2023 for storage fees or anything like that, at least through 2023. I think they're trying to get the vault going, make it become popular. So we'll see in 2024. Obviously, I'd rather have the card, get to hold it, look at it, and all that. But in terms of it being an investment and believing that in the card and the player are going to pop this year, I think I'll do the vault again. Um, and as far as players, NBA cards, I mean, they've gotten crushed in the last year, but all cards have and as a whole, have really taken a hit. So, um, hopefully rebounds come in general. But in terms of individual players, I mean, there's no one else that's up and coming or somewhat young and up and coming that has really caught my eye. I think the product in general, the regular season has been boring as anything for a long time. But the playoffs are cool, and you got guys that come into the playoffs and produce. Um, that's what you're looking for, and in theory, their cards should do well. If anybody's and basketball cards are going to do well, if anybody's sports cards are going to do well, but that's a separate issue. Let's make the right calls on players and worry about what we can control.